What if the biggest mistake people over 65 make isn't about their diet, their exercise, or even their medication, but about who they depend on for happiness? Most seniors believe something that feels natural, even comforting. They believe that as they age, family will become their main source of support, connection, and peace. That belief sounds right. It feels right. But what if that expectation is quietly setting millions of older adults up for disappointment, stress, and even declining health? There's a gap between what we expect and what actually happens after 70. And inside that gap is where frustration grows. Let's go back to the beginning. In early adulthood, people build their lives around family as a central anchor. You invest time, energy, and identity into raising children, supporting a partner, and creating a home. This is reinforced by decades of cultural messaging. Family equals security. Family equals happiness. But something subtle happens during these years. You slowly reduce investment in other systems. Friendships become secondary. Personal routines become flexible. Independence gets traded for responsibility. According to long-term U.S. social studies, adults in their 30s and 40s begin narrowing their social circles significantly, often without realizing it. Now move into the 40s and 50s. Life becomes busier. Careers peak. Children grow. Time becomes limited. And here's the quiet shift. People begin assuming that later in life, family relationships will naturally fill the gap. But research shows something different. Adult children become busier with their own lives. Geographic distance increases. The Pew Research Center reports that a significant percentage of older Americans live far from their children. The expectation of daily connection begins to separate from reality. Nothing feels broken yet, but the pattern is forming. Now we reach the shift after 70 that most people ignore. Roles reverse. Instead of being the center of the family system, many seniors find themselves on the edges of it. Children have careers, grandchildren, responsibilities. Time becomes fragmented. Visits become occasional. Calls become shorter. According to data from the National Institute on Aging, social isolation affects a significant portion of adults over 70, even those with living family members. Here's the twist. It's not because families don't care. It's because life structure changes. And then comes the breaking point. A senior retires. Daily structure disappears. Social interaction drops sharply. They begin relying more heavily on family for emotional support. But the availability doesn't match the need. This mismatch creates something dangerous. Disappointment. And disappointment, when repeated, turns into stress, resentment, and withdrawal. The fallout goes deeper than emotion. Loneliness has been linked to increased risk of heart disease, cognitive decline, and even early mortality. Some studies equate chronic loneliness to the health risk of smoking. Healthcare costs rise. Mental health declines. Independence weakens. And yet, most seniors try to fix this the wrong way. They wait for family to call instead of reaching outward. They reduce their own activities instead of expanding them. They hold onto expectations that no longer match reality. Old advice says stay close to family. Modern reality says build multiple sources of support. So, what should seniors rely on instead? Let's finally reveal the 5 things. But understand this, these are not replacements for family, they are reinforcements for your life. First, a structured daily routine. Research from American Aging Studies shows that seniors with consistent daily routines have better mental health and lower stress levels. A routine creates stability when external interactions are unpredictable. It gives you control back. Second, physical independence. This is critical. Strength, balance, and mobility, not just health factors. They are freedom. The CDC reports that maintaining mobility reduces risk of hospitalization and long-term care. When you rely on your body, you rely less on others. Third, a self-built social network. Not just family, friends, neighbors, community groups. The Harvard study of adult development made it clear. Diverse social connections improve longevity. Waiting for family alone limits your world. Expanding your circle strengthens it. Fourth, personal purpose. After retirement, many people lose a sense of direction. But studies show that having a reason to wake up each day improves both mental and physical health. Purpose doesn't have to be big. It just has to be yours. Fifth, emotional self-reliance. This is the hardest one. Learning to regulate your own emotions instead of depending on others for constant reassurance. Research in psychology shows that emotional resilience reduces stress and improves long-term health outcomes. Now connect this to today. In the United States, millions of seniors are living longer than ever before. But longer life doesn't automatically mean better life. The difference is how you adapt to changing structures. If this is making you rethink your expectations, take a moment to like this video, share it with someone who needs it, and comment your thoughts below. Your perspective might help someone else. Now, here are 3 direct actions you can take today. First, create a simple daily structure. Wake up at the same time. Schedule movement. Schedule interaction. Make your day intentional. Second, reach beyond family. Join a local group, call a friend, or start a weekly meetup. Don't wait for connection. Build it. Third, focus on one activity that gives you purpose. It could be volunteering, learning, or even helping others in small ways. Start small, but start. Here's the warning. If you place all your emotional and social needs on one source, even family, you create fragility. And fragility leads to disappointment, which can quietly damage both mental and physical health over time. And here's the thought I want you to sit with. What if the key to happiness after 70 is having more people around you, but needing less from any one person? In the next video, we're going to explore a hidden behavior that pushes people away in old age without them ever realizing it. If you want to stay independent, respected, and fulfilled as you age, this is just the beginning. Like, comment, share, and subscribe.